Hey there. You.
Good morning, Vince. How are you?
Morning. I'm doing good. We're just waiting for everyone. I mean, I think it's just gonna be the three of us. For the team meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And we're at the conference room.
Okay.
All right.
Good morning, Palmy.
Good morning.
Give me a second. Stay in the call. Okay. Let's just wait for 2 more minutes, just in case. Well, a minute, just in case Richard joins, because I have this set up for Google Meet and Frame or for Beta World because um Kong Tao and Richard has problems with Frame VR, so I still need to like prepare stuff. Just for them to be able to join us properly and like how their setup is gonna be like. So bear with me. My computer is doing all the hard work.
Vince, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you set up this from your computer, like sharing the screen, like different
Um,
screen, not just
all
one?
right, all right. Let me put up a streaming screen. That way you see um how my setup is. But I have two monitors,
Oh, two. Oh,
so yeah. All right, let me create a sharing screen here. That way you see how everything is like set up. I now have admin rights, so I have more powers than before. Me- Let's hope my computer doesn't explode. Excuse me. Duplicate. Because I'm pretty sure like next week, um, one of us is gonna host the team meeting.
okay.
So it's important that you guys know this as well, especially for webinars and everything. So let me share my entire screen one, entire screen two. This is how everything is set up in my computer right now.
Oh, so one screen is for like the lab.
Yeah. So I have this what do you call this? This window
Mm-hmm.
is for the PowerPoint.
Mm-hmm.
I have a PowerPoint set up.
Mm-hmm.
Um I have the Google Meet set up here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um One window contains everything that I would use for this presentation.
Mm-hmm.
So I have this which directly streams here onto the left screen.
Mm-hmm.
So I can pull up what we need and then so I have the live streaming here. I'm streaming on both my channel and on the network channel,
Mm-hmm.
on the admin channel.
I see.
Yep. But do note that my computer is a bit more powerful because it is a gaming laptop.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could be better if it's a gaming PC. if I had a different setup, but so far so good. It hasn't exploded yet. So
Yeah, looking good, man.
all those tabs open. All those tabs open.
Yeah.
And that's why I prefer using Edge than Chrome because Edge just doesn't tend to like memory leak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Chrome usually uses up a lot more. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
if it's just me.
definitely.
Yeah. All right. Do you have any more questions before we
Uh,
start?
that's it. That's it. Can start.
Okay. Okay, so let's start. Neville will join us a little bit later.
Mhm.
So, okay, let's start. All right, guys, welcome to our team meeting. Welcome to week 2, the end of the week, obviously. So we have like a team meeting. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. And I saw that Alex actually did you meet Zero by any chance?
No, not yet.
Cause I saw that like you both were in the frame at one point.
Oh, I was like, who's that? I tried to speak with him, then he answered once, and then after I didn't hear about him again.
Yeah, so actually that was one of our mentors,
Okay.
Neville.
Say it
So
again.
Zero is the admin or like the one in charge of this office space.
Mm-hmm.
So he deals with um AR, like
Mm-hmm.
augmented reality. So he records a camera.
Mm-hmm.
He uses a camera to record the surroundings and could show it to like potential clients in the real estate side of things. And also he's also very into um I think it was CGI
Mm-hmm.
if I recall correctly, because I had a discovery call with him. Next week that would actually be one of our priorities. Like is like I want you guys to like be to go and have those meetings with these mentors, which reminds me, Alex, we haven't had our 1-1 yet.
Like me?
Yeah, it's for the discovery call. Um, I apologize for not being able to be present this week. It's because I've been busy with like we just moved apartments,
Mm-hmm.
so like my schedule is all over the place. So I was supposed to like be here 8 a.m. yesterday, but I couldn't do that because we still didn't have the internet. Now that I'm here, I'm catching up to tasks, and yeah, so that's it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's move on. So this will be our agenda for today, which is also like could be seen on the left side. So we'll be talking about the discovery call rundown, the Slack introduction, the mentors and alumni network, an intern spotlight, the discussion forum, and closing remarks. So is everyone familiar with how the discovery call works and how this works, the run of show works?
Isn't just like the agenda and then you just follow it. That's it, right?
Yeah, yeah. And okay. So I'm pretty happy that everyone knows what Discovery Call is. So okay, so Discovery Call rundown. So Palmy, would you be able to tell us what a Discovery Call is?
So discovery call is a type of call where you like open up with the clients, like you talk about things, you talk about works, and then stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that, Palmy. So a Discovery Call is something where you would profile a potential client and see how we could help them and how they could help us. So it's basically of like getting to know them, building that relationship, introducing Leaders Are Born, introducing yourself as part of their network, and because a lot of future transactions and a lot of business relationships usually begins with a discovery call. Um, have you ever done any discovery calls before, Alex?
No.
Not yet.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So remind me that we need to get on a one-on-one call.
Mm-hmm.
That way, I can teach you how to create the whole template and
Mm-hmm.
everything. If we're not gonna be able to have that time next week, then I will send you a video of a meeting with me and Kong Tao or me and Palmy, so that I can bring you up to speed, and then maybe we can go on a one-on-one call.
Mm-hmm.
That way, we can get on track. Like we could catch up with everything. Um, with that being said, um, do you have the leadership doctrine like this on your file?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so what this file is, this is one of like the important files, because this is how you would conduct yourself in a meeting. If you recall correctly, we had a discovery call, right? When you first applied and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So this basically serves as the core of how you would respond to clients, how you would talk to clients, and um how to engage with them. So this file actually introduces what a warm introduction is, what a cold introduction is, or what a cold contact is, how to do that. Um so it also entails the discovery call agenda. Bear in mind this is just like a quick run through of what the discovery call is. So it features a quick introduction, what to do, career journey snapshot, industry insights and advice, career advice and feedback, and personal connection, and the wrap up. So this is just a rundown of the template. It's like a detailed it's like a detailed version of what we have in the template. So on our one-on-one call, or if not in our one-on-one call, maybe on the video call with on the meeting with Kong Tao or Palmy, this could be shown more if we don't get the time to like meet. Um, that meeting also consists of how to edit this in Canva to make it more professional. Because if you see what I sent on the introduction or in our introductory discovery call, this was not how it was presented, right? It looked more cute.
A good job, Vince.
um, yeah. So we use Canva to I like to coin the term glamorize it
Mm-hmm.
or gentrify it, because this like looks a little bit a little bit too blocky. So we use Canva to do it. Um okay, what else? So the discovery call, after you do that discovery call meeting with me, I'm gonna have to like have you guys do a mock call, which we will be talking more about later with Neville heading it. So, did you guys receive the email about the mentors and the network? I
I
think
guess
Neville sent them out. I think Neville sent them out yesterday.
yesterday.
Yeah.
I received it, but I haven't gone through it yet. So that's the plan for today.
No, don't worry. We'll go over it today. So, um, as Neville said before, Leaders Reborn has been around since 2012. So there's a lot of like um previous interns that have gone and become prominent in their field. So um, Neville will discuss more about it later, as it is in one of our agendas. Um, okay. So next is, I think Neville will be joining us shortly. Is there any questions or clarifications regarding the discovery call?
So you remember the call we did when we were doing like the virtual session and you give me the template? Isn't it the same call you're talking about or something else?
Yes. So that template actually has both the virtual session log
Yeah,
and the discovery call template.
yeah. Isn't it the same call?
Um, no, that wasn't the same call because we didn't go in depth. Um, the discovery call is a whole separate set of tasks or set of things to do.
Mhm.
But generally, if you understand how the run of show works, the daily run of show works, then it'll be much easier to like understand or how a discovery call is made, how the whole process is.
Got it.
So the template that I gave you guys actually contains the discovery call, so the selling down, the career journey snapshot, and all of those stuff. Um, if I recall correctly, or if you recall correctly, um, when we had our first conversation, I sent you guys a discovery call, right? Like the run of show and everything.
I think you always do.
So that discovery call was actually based on this template. This is just a template. You could customize it according to how you would want to approach and speaking with a potential client. I usually deviate from it, but I just have it as I was like something to like bring me back into the conversation in case that I stray from from whatever the topic is. Because as you know, I do tend to get chatty.
Mhm.
um, especially when like you're in the middle of a when you're in the flow of a conversation. Um, so this like serves as an anchor to like going back towards the main point because um if you respect your time, the person that you're talking to is going to respect your time. So it just adds a lot more credibility. And yeah,
Definitely.
um are there any more questions? Clarifications
Oh, sir.
regarding that? Okay, so while we're waiting for Neville, um could probably go over some of the discovery calls that we've made. I see Neville running.
Good morning, everyone.
All right. Just in time actually. I was just about to show them about what a sample discovery call is of like and how it can vary
Okay.
from person to person because because you would have to like do some research on who you're going to talk to and you would want to tailor the questions that you have accordingly to like what they do and everything. Um we can dive more into that at another time because we're about to move into our next session into our next section which
Segment.
is
Yep.
Slack introduction to be headed by Neville.
Awesome.
um do you want me to stream anything, Neville, or
No, I mean, actually, yeah, please, just because you can open up Slack because you have
okay?
access to all the channels now, so we can see. But just stream what was shared yesterday.
Oh, the email
Yeah. Yeah.
or I think it was this handbook.
Mm-hmm. So this handbook, I'm gonna make sure I update quickly for how to manage your day to day in Slack. So I'm going to update it so it says Slack on there. This way, when you save it, just bookmark it so you have it and it's easy to access. But everyone saw this and the two emails I sent yesterday, right?
Correct.
I'll just take that as a yes. Apologies. I told Vince earlier. Apologies. I'm a bit out of it because I've like tendonitis in my shoulder. So The pain is on like an 8 right now after medication.
Oh,
So
Damn.
yeah, it's not the best situation, but I'm gonna muscle through so I can get you guys understanding. So the two emails I sent yesterday, one was the warm introductions, which I introduced you to some of previous interns and some previous mentors.
mhm.
You can see like what their experience is, kind of what they've done with lab uh, in that. Was it this one? No, not this one.
Oh, was it the other one? I'll pull it
The
up.
other one. Yeah, this is the Slack one. Yep, this one. Right. So BCC, there are a number of them on there. So, and I also sent them messages so they do know that you guys are going to be reaching out to them. So you can use LinkedIn, Instagram, whichever their contact info is there. You just click on their name and it'll bring you to whichever contact method they prefer. And then you guys can go from there in terms of following your leadership doctrine on how to reach out to them. And as Vince was saying, tailor your discovery calls properly
Mhm.
so you can make it more, more unique to them. Make sure you're getting the most out of it as well. But that's that email. The second one was the Slack email. And in Slack, that's our Google. Vince started the Google so we can have like a communication between the internal team. But that's what our Slack is for. So you guys will get access. You should have already gotten your invite, but you will get further access to the other things on there. Everybody's been granted comment access to this handbook. So all you're gonna do is buy your just follow through, look through it, see what channels are gonna be there, see what channels need to be um, worked on. You'll the pods are gonna have their own sections with their own ops, webinars, and things in there, so it doesn't get confusing. You guys can jump back and forth. But something I did want to make sure I spoke to all of you about and relay this to your team members. Two of you, which are Rich and Kung Tao, they don't have the capabilities to do much on Frame because of the technical side of it. So they're going to be doing majority of their work through Google Meet when they're doing their discovery calls. But when they're doing their discovery calls, that's going to be up to you or one of you, two of you, however it works out, to coordinate with them because they're going to be in Google Meet and then you'll join their Google Meet and share your screen in Frame so their meeting can be in Frame as well. And this way, whoever they're meeting with has an opportunity to jump into Frame should they want to, need to, or want to see what that experience looks like. Does that make sense? Just shoot me a thumbs up if you want to take yourself off mute and let me know that you got it. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so that's the Google Meet. That's the Google Meet. Slack itself. So I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with Discord. Vince and I are pretty familiar with Discord. A lot of the gaming community works through there. Slack is just the non-gaming Discord. It's just very professional. You'll see Sintra. So that's our AI that we use. We've been working with it for a few years, so it knows our systems and platform pretty well. It's going to do a lot of the updating in the channels. So and then there's also AI automation that's going to be upgraded as well. But I need to make sure everybody's logged in and accepted their invite into Slack before I put that upgrade because I want everybody to be there at the same time. What else? What else? How to manage and maneuver Slack. So Slack, Jotform, Canva, Calendly, Google, all of these programs. I know Kung Tao, I saw on your run of show that you were doing some tutorials. Perfect. Same thing here. The more and I mentioned that in the email yesterday, the more you guys read, the more you guys get involved with what's going on, the more access we can give you, the more things you can get done. So, when you get a chance, Vince will give access to everyone as they need it. It's going to be based off of, he has access to every channel, but you guys are going to get access to the channels based on the role that you have for the week. So you have a primary role and a supporting role. We can go over the roles. I think we selected who's going to be what role for what. But again, everybody should know and get an opportunity to do every role at least 2 or 3 times, so you guys can be support for each other and really know what it means and what it takes to get everything done. But for the most part, Slack is really, really simple. But like every other platform, I'm gonna say, I need you guys look at tutorials, reach out to your team members, find out how to use this and how to optimize it properly. Because I don't want it to get confusing. There's the reason you guys don't have access to every channel right now is because it's a lot. But I only want, just like a video game, I want to give you guys access to the things as you earn it, so it doesn't just be, it's not something that's just convoluted and taking up space. Make sense? Perfect. Palmi, I know you spoke with Vince a little bit earlier, right?
Yes, I did.
Perfect. So you got updated in terms of what you need to do for your daily run of shows, how to stream things, how to make sure you're updating your hours and in place and everything. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. And contact Alex. Great job so far. I've been getting the emails. I've looked at some of the things that you guys have done already. I believe your hours have already been approved. If you submitted more, I'll go again and look at that today. But every Friday is when I go in and I submit, I approve the hours. I review the journals, I review the entries, and go from there. And then, Alex, to touch on what you asked the other day in terms of, what responsibilities are, Vince, Zero, Lewis, and myself, we look at everything that you guys do. So we look at your journal entries, we look at your daily run of shows, we look at the things you've requested access to, as well, obviously, as what you're here for. And that's what we use to give you access, to grant you access to certain things, so you can then take that and run with it. We have to have a conversation with the school in Brooklyn about when the field trip is going to be for them. So, Alex, since you showed interest in that, we'll try to coordinate it so you're on that call so you can see what that looks like, because it's things like that that you guys are going to be working with the schools, hospitals to coordinate those things yourself. We'll just do the first few of them so you guys see how it works.
Mhm.
Make sense?
Makes sense.
Cool. Yeah, and that's it for Slack.
Okay, so next is the Mentors and Alumni Network. Do you have anything to talk more about it?
Yeah, I'll touch on that. So that was the email, the first email. So every week I'll probably send you maybe 2 or 3 more from the alumni. This way you get a chance to have a warm contact that you guys can reach out to on a week-to-week basis. Obviously, as we progress, it gets less and less because you guys are supposed to be reaching out more and more to your own network, and obviously for the industry spotlight, so we can have enough for the webinars that we're hosting and the discovery calls that you guys are doing. But the alumni, you'll see, if you guys have, all of you got this email and clicked on a few things already, right?
Yep.
Did everyone request access to I think everyone already requested access to the directory, both the directory and the Slack form, but yeah, perfect. So this right here, this just shows, so you see the directory that you guys have for this semester. This is just an idea of what couple years ago they did. And I actually I put some of the alumni from this season, so you can give them a call, so you can connect with them and see what it was like for them. But this is typically what the directory grows into. You have your team, and then you have who you're working, who you reached out to, who your support is. If you click on the other tab, Vince, you can see.
This is it, right?
So yeah, yep. They were learning how to navigate the spreadsheet properly, how to update fields. I know Kung Tao, you mentioned you were looking into getting better with Excel. This is what that looks like. If you scroll to the side, you can see uh, there's hyperlinks, there's different uh, yeah, different statuses, just everything that they can use or do to make sure that they were staying up to date with all the information that they got and on top of everything so nothing fell behind. Because what's going to be very, very important is making sure that follow up. And right now, because you guys have such an opportunity with AI, your Calendly has an opportunity to send follow up emails. And something else has the opportunity. Once everyone is in Slack, you're going to get a little bit more insight because we have a lot of the AI features turned on where there's going to be daily recaps. You're going to be able to click on something so you can get a better idea of what was happening in there without having to go through all of the conversations to figure that out. And once you guys are a bit more situated, then we'll get you guys set up in to each of your pods so you can start laying down the groundwork. So this week, my goal was for you guys to connect with each other, get all your systems taken care of, meet with each other to get a couple of practice discovery calls in before you start reaching out to the warm intros. Those warm intros, all of those are set for next week. So this week, the rest of this week, which is obviously just today, anyone celebrating Eid, Happy New Year, which is just today, and then next week you can reach out to each other, because next week is you guys are going to get your discovery calls with the warm contacts, your discovery calls with each other, everything, your mock webinars that are done. This way, week 4 is when your first webinar is going to be, your first 2 are going to be. So, and then social media gets launched out this Monday. So make sure everybody is up to date in terms of what that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And our social media, just like Slack, and Sintra is going to be our foundation for that. So like I said, it's all set to automatic. You're going to get auto updates in Slack. You're going to get auto updates. We're having things go automatic on social media. I know Kung Tao had already gone through a couple of the forms that we did that were sent out. I need each of you to do the same thing. Do some test submissions so you see exactly what the users are going to see. You'll fill it out as if you were a parent, fill it out as if you were a teacher, fill it out as if you were a guest, fill it out as if you were a student. I want you to see the emails, the prompts, and all of the information that comes in, because especially depending on your pod, Vince is going to create a FAQ for you guys for kind of help give some guidance. But especially for your pod, you're going to need to know everything that who's coming like the recruiting pod, anyone that's coming in that's interested, you're going to need to know what they see, right? After they submit an application, it's your job to know what they receive. So any questions they have, you can answer. Same thing, someone that registers for a webinar, you need to see what they see. Someone, filled out a permission slip for their kid and they selected that they're interested in getting a workshop, you're going to need to see what they see. I know Kung Tao already has a bit of a head start because I walked through the few of those with him, so he saw that already. But the rest of you have to catch up so you know exactly what to do and leverage each other properly. Since Kung Tao and Richard can't really do much frame wise, they can still be on Google Meet, they can still be on a phone call. Don't skimp on getting them involved in things, and don't hesitate or don't lose the opportunity, because they'll be able to reach out and connect with people via phone and Google Meet a lot more, since that's really their platform to do so. So leverage that so you guys can make sure that your shows run without a hitch. In an ideal, you guys coordinate and collaborate with each other. So just like we're in this meeting right now, there's 4 of us in here. someone is doing a screen share, someone is moderating, keeping everything else in order, and then someone is speaking like I'm doing right now. That would be your ideal. If you have two or three being the ideal for when you're hosting a webinar. This way, there's someone that sits in the admin booth. There's someone that's standing outside monitoring, making sure that um, the frame itself is being managed properly, and then the host who's dictating and narrating as things are going forward. Make sense? Cool. Yep, and that's it for that. That's the alumni.
I guess to add on that too, Neville, I guess next week we can start showing them around the office because I don't think we gave them like the virtual tour, like the campus and everything.
No, you guys haven't seen the campus yet.
I
Yeah.
went to the campus.
You went
Oh,
to
you
the
went to the
campus?
campus?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So the campus is cool because that's where a lot of the classes take place. And after for the webinars, when we go break off into the networking sessions. So once you guys start filling out the form, you'll see, especially for the webinar, um, excuse me, there's an option for the there's an option for attendees to register for personal for private space. So we can get them either just a voice box or an office or whatever it may be, but they're able to either schedule that, they're able to book that if they're a lab member. They can book one or two of them for free. If not, then I think it's like $5 or something for them to book it out. But it gives them private meeting space for anyone that's interested to just come and speak with them. And the campus is a great place for that.
Yep. Just to add on that.
Also one more thing. Sorry, you all have a credit every week. So I think I mentioned this before. For the webinars, the webinar it's $100 for a table. In person, it's $250 for a table, just like any conference or anything like that. But what we do is we give you guys a credit every week, so each of you have an opportunity to give a potential speaker access to a webinar, whether it be for the school, for hospital, but whichever webinar it is. But they can have a table, and you can sponsor their first table so they don't have to pay for it. They can just be there. So we have a hospital event. We have a few doctors and administrators that are there, and they're interested in home ownership. They're learning more, whatever the case may be. And if this is the one where you have reaching out to realtors, whichever realtor, insurance, attorney, whatever it is that wants to speak and get access to that, they'll have an opportunity to get those tables at a free cost rather than pay for it, but just their first one. Anything that they do above and beyond that they like, should they participate in a virtual session or in-person session at a school, that gives them credit towards an virtual or in-person session, virtual in-person webinar.
Yeah.
Webinar or seminar. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it's like a free trial, isn't it? Like a free trial
Yep.
for them to try it out. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Just to add on that, the Leaders Are Born space actually has a lot more spaces to explore. I'm not sure if Alex has explored everything or each space.
Well, you can take
Yeah.
everyone on a tour. If we finish early, we can take everyone on a tour. If not, then I think the best thing would be I can do that, or you can ask Zero to do it.
Okay.
Based on what you think they should get access to, but just put it in the directory. Just put a directory of the spaces, the federal spaces, so they can click. Let them see the expo. They need to see the pilot portal, the campus, the Hofstra campus, like the auditorium. There's a lot. There's
Yeah.
a lot.
We'll take them racing. one day.
Yes, take them racing. Definitely take them racing.
When your arm gets better.
Yeah.
We don't want no handicaps here.
No.
um
And great
okay.
job on the avatars, Alex Palmy. Nice.
Yeah, that's actually really nice. You both run faster than me and
Thank,
Neville.
thank
They
you, guys.
definitely, definitely did. But now I got my mouse on, so anybody want to race, let's do it. I'm ready.
All right, so that concludes the Mentors and Alumni Network portion, and now we're gonna go on the intern spotlight. So the intern spotlight is where we're gonna ask each intern on what they learned for this week, just to like have an idea and
One
just
thing,
like
really
the
quick,
oh yeah, go
and
ahead.
to interrupt simply because there's time too. Can we just give Vince a round of applause right now, please? Because if you look at the time and you look at what we're talking about, we're on track.
Yes, we are.
How awesome is that, right? Standing ovation. I love that. Yes, yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, man. Ben's been doing a great job.
That he has. That
I've
he
been
has.
trying to
But
like catch up and
I'm
everything.
looking forward to you guys being able to catch up and do what he does, if not more.
Mm.
It's just a matter of like practice. He's had a lot of practice in the space. He's gone through, I mean, you've read some of his discovery calls, you've read some of his journal entries, so you've seen some of the challenges that he had. He's had to go for abrasiveness. He's had to deal with technical difficulties. He's had to deal with a whole bunch of things. But look at where he is now, and look at what he's able to do now, right? So, again, one more round of applause, and I'll let you continue, good sir.
Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just like you guys, I'm still learning. So I know things may get hiccups every now and then. I try my best because I'm also learning along with you guys. Plus, with me teaching you, it also reinforces the skills because we do discover new things together. Um, so yeah, hopefully we're all catching up to speed. Everyone is at the level where I'm comfortable, and that's why like this week I had you guys talk more to with each other because that helps me and it also helps us to like walk together as a unit because there is a saying where you're only as strong as the weakest link. That's why we're getting everyone up to speed. um and with that, let's continue with the intern spotlight. So, I want everyone to at least say something about what they learned this week. So, actually, we have the four spaces that have been um created. So, I want you guys to say something about your space too and what you learned this week. So, I guess Kong Tao is not here. So since he'll be utilizing the Google Meets, he did try to like get everything worked out, but I guess it's just the technical difficulties that is hard to deal with. But I will make sure that by next week I will have the Google Meets flow up
That's
and running.
actually great
So
because his discovery calls will happen in his office,
mhm.
but we just need the Google Meet so it coordinates properly. So that third person's really just going to be pretty much his admin. Both
Yeah.
Richard and Kung Tao, they just need an admin with them so they can still host something in frame without having to actually host a frame.
Yeah, I'll try to streamline that workflow next week. We'll have a meeting about it once I figure it out. Okay, so me, I learned how to manage everything more efficiently this week using the Google Tasks and whatnot. So that has been a big help, especially with the time management. Because as you know, school, work, clinicals, the moving, everything is just you gotta like be on track. So that's how I did it. I learned how to use Google Tasks more efficiently and to reinforce those time boundaries and those time constraints effectively. So that's for me. Palmy. Um, your turn.
Okay. So I had a lot of technical difficulties last week. So this week I had meeting with Alex and he almost taught me everything. So now I can stream on YouTube and then I can journal more good. And then I also got the seeds and I also learned how to use in place correctly.
Nice.
And I guess I learned all, all the basic things I needed to learn. And I got more familiar with the VR, frame VR.
How do you like it so far?
Now that I know how it works, I think it's fun.
It is, right?
Yeah.
It's just like gaming. It's I know it's a lot to learn, and like there were a lot of technical difficulties and whatnot, but that is with the learning curve of it. So I'm glad that you liked it. A round of applause for Palmy. How, how do you do that? Yeah, applause.
Yay!
Yay! All right. So moving on from that, we have Alex.
Alright, guys, actually, I'm dealing with some technical difficulties, and I had that difficulty before, but I haven't figured out yet how to fix it. I can't sit.
You
Thing
can't.
Definitely. So I'm trying to sit since the last time, I'll be like, okay. So what I learned this week is I was trying to get since last week or to stream smoothly without interruption. What's the best
Mhm,
technique? What I can use to make sure like when I'm doing something, it's recorded on YouTube and somebody else can see it without my screen being black. I try to see the limitation,
mhm,
what's went wrong, and also when my screen is not showing up, is the voice still, can you still hear me? All these things, and it's
mhm.
getting better. And also went to the campus, visiting, do all these things,
Yep.
see what works over there, what doesn't work. And what I did after that, I tried to see the whole space,
Mhm,
um, like below and above of the whole space that we are right now. Um, what I did after that, this issue I'm dealing with right now, it's like there's certain time I can't sit. Like if there's other people or whatever, you just I can't sit. I'm trying to figure out why I can't sit, and
You're locked into a standing position.
So the funny thing is that like so a lot of this, and I'll kind of make sure we run into them because we have to go get to the closing remarks. I really want to make sure that we cover everything in meeting time. But Palmy great, Alex great. What you'll see, and that's why the it's set up the way that it's set up because we want you to get practice with learning how to problem solve,
Mhm,
right? And running the shows, running the webinars, having an audience there, having people that are waiting for things, like it puts a little bit more of a fire in you
mhm,
to learn how to fix a problem with precision,
mhm,
right? Like you need to be able to fix things without everybody knowing anything is wrong, right? You have to be able to see something coming before it gets there,
mhm,
right? So, practicing where to find these technical difficulties, how to maneuver these technical difficulties, where's what, when you realize, just like Palmy's figuring out, it was difficult at first, but when you realize and learn where things are, it becomes easy, right? And that's what I want by the end of the semester. Google, you guys should know how to send automated emails, how to have things automatically go into different folders, like organized properly. Your drive should be seamless. Your jot form, how to create a form, how to manage it. Your spreadsheet updated, like how to manage spreadsheets properly, and then frame itself, even though it's not the biggest use case right now for everyone, so many features on there are use cases for businesses all over and industries all over. And it's just a matter. This plays the reason we love this one so much is because it encompasses everything together, right? It gives you an opportunity to see how to maneuver and how to work with all of those aspects in one place. This way, like Vin said, he didn't see a lot of the correlations when he was first getting introduced to it, but the moment he started his training at the hospital, it all made sense. He started to see things he didn't realize. He was like, wait a minute, oh wow. And he was good at something prior to being introduced to it. That's where I want you to be. By the time you guys go into the workforce, like the full workforce, I want you to have experience where they're amazed at the things you can do, because my goal is to get you paid more for the things you enjoy to do. Does that make sense? And you can only get paid more for it if you're good at it. And you can only get good at it if you practice it. But we're only going to give you credit for it if you show us that you're practicing it.
Yep.
So streaming it, the reason all that's important is because, this space, this is our office. This is our brick and mortar, right? Your computer is right here. You open up a screen share and you start working on what you're working on. If you're watching a tutorial, if you're doing a video, like if you're watching a video, you're doing a tutorial, you're reading something, all of those things, you want to have as much content to credit as possible, because when you write your run of shows and when you do these things, you want people to be able to see what it is and then just click that link like you're experiencing now, Alex, where someone can just click a link, go into your session and scroll to that timestamp and see exactly what you're talking about. One of the nice things that you guys will get to see is when you go through some of Vince's content, you'll see, and I think Alex, we mentioned that you're on the media side, you're good with Canva, you're good with some of the graphic design and things like that. Some of the things that you're working on, any of the things that you're working on, stream it. Make sure it's there. Because I've watched, Vince put together logos, put together flyers, put together these run of shows to get prepared for a discovery call. You know what kind of impact that looks like when he's able to send the meeting to, after he's had discovery call, send that meeting over to the, to the whoever it was, right? Because now the difference is after you have a meeting with someone, you have to send a recap, right? But recaps are so much better now because you have the AI transcripts. And that's why these are important, because we're giving you platforms that are paid for platforms, but we're giving it to you for free. So you can get access to it, understand how to use it, and this way you're able to leverage it better. Make sense?
Just to add to that, if you want to see the transcriptions of the meetings, it's actually at the cogwheel on the bottom. You see settings and an AI dashboard. That's where you would see all the meeting records that happened in this frame. So it provides a summary. It provides the transcript of what you guys spoke about. Also shows which users are in that meeting.
And that's a big deal when you're following up after you've spoken with someone and you just send them a recap. Like, it takes a lot less work for you to remember what was said and what to make note of. AI does all of that. All you do is read it, make sure it makes sense, put your input on it, send it to them, and they're ecstatic because of how professional you were. It was professional coming into it because they had a nice run of show showing exactly what the meeting was going to be about, an agenda, talking points, timestamps. And then if you stick to the time, the way that we're sticking to it now, and then send them a meeting follow-up 5-10 minutes afterwards, that's thorough. They have nothing to say but how do I hire you?
Yep. And that also makes it easier because you know how to streamline a process. And when you're efficient, that's a big deal in everywhere you go. um Oh, before anything, before we do our closing remarks, I do want to remind everyone that if you do stream that you're watching a YouTube video in the office, just be careful because you might get a copyright strike with it. So, if anything, link it on your journal that you watched this video at that time.
Yep.
I learned this on the hard way this week.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
I learned that
Yep.
too. I learned that the hard way too.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong.
I didn't say anything to Vince. I was like, I'll let him find out.
I learned that the hard way too.
I'll let him find out. What's fun though, once we get a little bit more advanced, is the like, and I think Rich will enjoy this as well, because wait, Alex, I know you're anime. So Vince, Vince and I, wait, Palmy, you into anime at all?
Yeah, I used to watch.
There you go. So then this is gonna be frigging fun. Okay, because we're all about it. Okay, but what's awesome is that especially when we get time to the streaming, where in the middle of whether it's a meeting, whether it's a whole whatever it may be, but someone's on one of the screens, someone's playing a game, and that's being streamed while other things are going on. So when we have the marketplace that's open and people are registering for things, whether it's registering for tournaments is fun. I'll show you guys what the expo space looks like. There's spaces for different games. So when there's a lot of people in there, it's awesome, because then you have multiple things that are running, multiple games that are being streamed. It serves as a place for both the watch party and a tournament space. So and then the anime itself, as long as you have the things set up properly, you're fine. My workaround was I just signed in the Crunchyroll. They can't say nothing.
Okay. All right. So I think that concludes it. We have 1 minute to close everything. I'd like to thank everyone for their time to attending this meeting. I hope everyone learned something, and I hope everyone learned a lot in this week. We have the agendas for next week, so that will be the warm introductions, and I guess we could have them look into LinkedIn as well to start searching for those cold reach outs.
Yeah,
Maybe at least 10.
I need to.
Yeah, so start looking into that. And with that concludes our meeting for today.
Dot.
Woo! Woo! Just in time. Woo! Did it. We stuck to the schedule. Wow, I'm so proud of me.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of
I'm
us.
so proud of you. That's great. Proud of all of you. Good job. And everything was covered. So
Yeah.
you see how preparation makes things that much nicer?
Definitely.
Perfect. So I have quite a bit of few things to do today. I don't know if that made sense. Quite a bit of few, but yeah, I have quite a few things to do today. I'm gonna do my best to get them done. I am operating with one arm, so apologies. But does anyone need anything from me?
Mm,
I mean, we're just gonna send our journals,
Yeah.
or yep.
Journals and put your hours into SOAR so I can make sure that those get approved. I
Yep.
prefer to approve them week by week rather than let them stack.
Yep.
Palmy, I didn't see any of your runner show details or your journals yet, so just make sure you get those in. I suggest try to get them done every day. Leverage AI to help you with that, so it lightens your workload a little bit, because you don't want to wait until the end of the week to try to get all of your stuff in.
Yes.
Because one, you end up forgetting some of the things, you miss some things, and it ends up being a lot more convoluted than it needs to be.
And you don't want to miss the payment. You don't want to miss getting paid too.
Don't want to miss
So-
getting paid.
Yeah. So get that sorted out, and yeah.
All right, cool.
Alright,
Then
cool.
I'm gonna jump. If you guys want to stick around, feel free to. Palmy, I know you didn't see some of the other spaces, so if you want to go with Alex, if you have some time and you want to go with Alex and Vince to take a look. But the pilot's portal is cool. You can actually, if you go back to the theater, you can go to every space from there. There's a link. You can just go through those portals and it'll take you there.
So one thing I
Alright.
noticed is like when you're on the campus, some of the portal doesn't work.
It's because some of them are turned off.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of you guys will get access, just like Slack,
Mhm.
because in Slack as well. Again, it's just Discord, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
You're gonna be putting links,
Mm-hmm.
or links are gonna be in the different channels for the different frames that correlate.
Mhm.
So it's easy for management to happen in there.
Okay.
Makes it make sense?
Makes sense.
I'll add that too. I'll add that to my tasks. I also figured out how the Slack works with like the groupings and everything.
Perfect.
It was. I'm gonna have to go through that with you next week, maybe.
Okay, here we go. Perfect. All right, awesome. So you guys are doing a great job. Very proud of you. Please keep up the great work. Alex, you're cybersecurity
Yes,
or computer
definitely.
science? Cybersecurity. So I'm actually gonna reach out to Lewis. I'm gonna introduce next week. I'm gonna introduce you guys to another one of the mentors, Carlos.
Mhm.
And I think that's he's IT, network security. He was a VP at JP Morgan, and then he got moved up again to product director. So I think he's right in line with what you're trying to get done eventually. So I think he'd be a good person to speak to.
Mhm.
And Lewis is a AI engineer,
Oh,
so he's obviously a great person to speak to as well. Palmi, we have who's good? May is good to speak to because she was HR and hospitality. And Aisha, who I'll introduce you guys to next week, she's HR and hospitality as well. So those will be good. But everyone on the list this week is really, really good to talk to get insight from
I'm gonna
and
be
get
talking.
practice with those discoveries. Cool.
yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. Then great talking to you all. Great meeting today. Proud of you each. Have a wonderful weekend. If you need me, after next week, it's still 2 hours, but at week 4 it goes down to 1 hour for me.
Okay.
So take advantage of the time that you can when you can, because after next week, your time with me goes down
Okay.
because you guys are expected to be able to handle more on your own.
Yeah, sure.
And after next week, your team meetings, meaning your team meetups, should take an effect. Meaning you guys physically get to go somewhere, pizza, dinner, whatever, drinks, whatever it may be. But use your budget accordingly for that.
That we will. Can we rack it up and maybe like have a?
Yeah, if you don't use it one week, it moves to the next.
So that we
Yeah, make sense.
Snack.
Make it make sense.
With snacks.
Man.
With snacks.
All
All
right.
right. I'll be
All right.
sticking around too. So if you guys have any questions with like the setup and everything,
All right, then I'm gonna
go
jump.
over it.
Good job, guys.
All right.
Talk soon.
Bye bye.
Talk soon. Have a good weekend. Happy Eid.
All right. You too.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Thank you.
All right. If you guys have any more questions, I'll be here because I'll be doing my journaling.
Mm. Same for me.
That's it for you. Okay.
Yeah, like I'll do my journaling and my in place thing to put them.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I did it while I was speaking. So that's it for you too, Palmy.
Yes.
Okay. Again, thank you guys. Have a good weekend.
All right.
Have a good weekend.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All right. Do you need help? Do you need help? Oh, okay. All right.
Thanks for calling Yelp.